This is the Karcher K4 Full Control pressure washer. Operating pressure of 130 bar. It comes with a dirt blaster, lance, a vario lance, (6 meters of hose. It's got a socket there for a plug and play detergent bottle, on and off switch. Basically that's the gun. A little bit later in the video I'll show you how the pressure indicator works on the gun itself and demonstrate the two lances that come with the machine. So to start the machine, you've got to connect the hose pipe from the tap to the machine. Turn on the water. Then when the water's turned on, you actually press the trigger on the gun, let water run out until you're sure there's no air in the system, and that looks fine. And then you actually turn the machine on. The machine takes the gun up to pressure and then stops, and then it's ready to use. And that's it. That is a dirt blaster lance. That's my favourite one. It's very, very effective for removing really hard, stubborn dirt off stones and other hard surfaces. You cannot control the pressure with it as you can with the vario lance. It is purely high pressure, but it's the one that we tend to use the most on the patio. This is the vario lance. It's the one that actually controls the pressure. So to control the pressure on the machine, you adjust the spray pattern on the lance, and the bigger the fan, basically, the less pressure. That's how it works. And we're going to put that on the machine now, and I'll just show you what that's like on the slabs. So this is the vario lance on the actual gun itself. As you can see, it's telling you there that you've got 4 settings. You've got mix, soft, medium and hard. Mix obviously is for putting the detergent through the machine, and then you've got various settings for different materials that you want to pressure jet. Now further up the handle you've got an electronic gadget in there, which is obviously some form of pressure indicator that will tell you actually what pressure the machine's running at. But it's this that actually controls the pressure on the machine, and as you turn the end there, it will increase or decrease the pressure by actually restricting or opening up the flow. So it's a pressure regulator basically on the lance, and that's how the thing works. So that's the detergent setting. If I come up to the top there, you can see that that's highlighted. So now I'm going to actually increase the pressure on the lance. We're still on mix, so it needs a little bit more. So that is now the first setting, which is soft, and they're saying you could, use your fence panels and that sort of thing with that. It's trial and error to get the right setting. So I'll take it up a bit more. So we're on 2 now, which is the medium setting. That's what it looks like out the end of the lance, and then that's hard setting. Now you can actually hear the difference in the 3 settings, but really it is just a case of trial and error to get the right setting. You cannot click it onto a specific setting. What you've got to do is just turn that vario lance until you get the setting where you want it. And this is what it's like on the concrete slabs. This is the actual patio cleaner. I never bought this with a machine. I've had this for 2 or 3 years now. I think it's a T250. I'm not sure exactly which model it is, but I just want to demonstrate this on the machine to show you how effective it is at cleaning patios very quickly. So as you can see, that is highly effective at cleaning a patio. It knocks hours off the time doing the job, although it's not as aggressive as the Dirt Blaster head, which I use for the really bad areas. I know this area looks really bad, but believe me, it's not compared to some of the areas we've got on the patio. So, but this is what I use for doing the majority of the patio. It's very quick, very effective, and a lovely add-on to the machine. This is a snow foam attachment that I bought from Amazon for $13.99. It's a Karcher one. There are more robust ones out there, but I just wanted to get something to spray detergent around. That's the maximum setting, and it doesn't use loads and loads of detergent. So that's the minimum setting. It's very effective at spreading detergent and makes life a lot easier if you need to wash your car or anything like that. And for $13.99 you can't go wrong. I've used it quite a lot and I wouldn't be without it. I mean, that is just unbelievable for speed, it really is. And then let's just give it a scrub down. Just going to use a slightly more aggressive brush on the top just for a little bit of added cleaning power. So I'll put the vario lamp on. I'll set that to soft because I don't want to take the paint off, and then I'll just tweak it up, I think, to kind of, I reckon that'll do. It's just on soft now. And how long did that take me? A couple of minutes. That's just unbelievable, really. Crossy washers are absolutely brilliant. So that's just an example of cleaning a bit of patio furniture. This is what it looked like when it had dried. So the last thing I'm going to do is wash the car. I hope you can see that it's quite bad. We've got kind of green mould. Basically pretty rough. So I'm not expecting it to get rid of any of that stuff, but we'll see what it does do. For this I'm going to use the Karcher Kart and Bike detergent, and a lot of people have had problems apparently putting these into the machine, so I'll just demonstrate how to do that. To put the bottle of detergent into the washer, you just pull the cap off. You pull off that cap and literally just push it in. There's a seal that breaks when you push it in, but once it's pushed in like that, it's ready to go, and then you can actually take the top off afterwards and replace what's inside the bottle if you need to. Personally, I'm going to use this, and then my intention is to keep the bottle empty and just swap different detergents around as I go along, rather than having to buy a bottle of this every time. So that's hopefully what I'm going to do. We'll see what it's like when we get started. So it's just 1 o'clock now, our time. Lovely afternoon here in East Sussex. So we'll see how long it takes. Looks to me like it's used about half a bottle. So it's quite greedy when it comes to detergent. The snow wand uses much less, but obviously there's more detergent on it, so hopefully it'll clean better, we'll see. Seven minutes that's taken, so let's see what happens when we wash it down. whatever it dries like, it'll be considerably cleaner than it was before I started anyway. So that's that, cleaning the car. I'll just show you the results of my quick wash. It's 27 minutes past now, so it's had time to dry a bit, and as you can see, it's taken the vast majority of the dirt off, but it's still very streaky. So really I should do the job properly and use a chamois leather to finish it off while it's wet, but unfortunately I'm not that bothered about the car, so I'm going to leave it like it is. It is considerably better than it was, and it only took me a very short period of time to do that. It feels like a quality machine, it operates like a quality machine. The point I would make though is, if you're going to buy one of these and you've got a lot of work to do, 6 meters for the hose is not long enough. So I've actually purchased another 6 meter hose, and in actual fact 12 meters is adequate for doing most jobs. 6 meters, you're constantly moving the machine around and you're dragging the hose and the electric cable around. It's a bit of a pain. So if it was me and you're going to buy one of these machines, I would invest, they're about £30 in another 6 meter hose extension. If you're thinking about buying one, I wouldn't hesitate, but I would check to see which machine's more suitable for you. There are 2 machines above this and 2 machines below it, so I don't know, I've got an awful lot of work to do, so for me it was a right choice. I could have gone for the K5, but I didn't see the point in spending the extra money for another 15 bar, because the pressure's not the most important thing really, it's how much water it squirts out and how well it does the job. So that's it. I hope you liked the video. Feel free to subscribe, and I would recommend this pressure washer to anybody. If you're thinking about buying one, I don't think you can go wrong with Karcher. They're tried and tested, been around for many years, and everything I've bought of theirs has been good quality. So yes, I would recommend this power washer. Thanks very much for watching.